Okay, and welcome back to the second part of the wonderful Adolphus tips. So the amazing story of Adolphus tips. And this one's got a subheading of Lily Tregenza. Friday, September the 10th, 1943. I've been back at school all whole week now. When Miss McAllister left at the end of last term, I was cock-a-hoop. I like that word. We all were. She was a witch. I'm sure she was. I thought everything would be tickety-boo. I like that word too. Just perfect. I was so much looking forward to school without her. And who do we get as head teacher instead? Mrs. Bloomers Blumfelt. She's all smiles on the outside, but underneath she's an even worser witch than Miss McAllister. I'm not supposed to say worser, but it sounds worser than worse, so I'm using it. So there. We call her Bloomers because of her name, of course. And also because she came into class once with a skirt hitched up by mistake in a navy blue bloomers. Today, Bloomers gave me a detention just because my hands were dirty again. Lily Tregenza, I think you are one of the most untidiest girls I've ever known. She can't even say her words properly. She says zinc instead of think, and D instead of thee. She can't even speak English properly, and she's supposed to be our teacher. So I said it wasn't fair, and she gave me another detention. I hate her accent. She could be German. Maybe she's a spy. She looks like a spy. I hate her. I really do. And what's more, she favours the townies, the evacuees. That's because she's come down from London, like they have. She told us so. We've got 3 more townies in my class this term, all from London like the others. There's so many of them now, there's hardly enough room to play in the playground. There's almost as many of them as there are of us. They're always fighting too. Most of them are all right, I suppose, except that they talk funny. I can't understand half of what they say, and they stick together too much. They look at us sometimes like we've got measles or mumps or something, like they think we're all stupid country bumpkins, which we're not. One of the new ones, Barry Turner he's called, is living in Mrs. Morwenna's house, next to the shop. He's got red hair everywhere, even red eyebrows, and he picks his nose, which is disgusting. He gets lots more spellings wrong than me, but Bloomers never gives him a detention. I know why too. It's because Barry's dad was killed in the Air Force at Dunkirk. My dad's away in the army, and he's alive. So, just because he's not dead, I get a detention. Is that fair? Barry told Maisie, who sits next to me in class now, and who's my best friend sometimes, that she could kiss him if she wanted to. He's only been at our school a week. Cheeky monkey. Maisie said she let him because he's young. He's only 10. And because she was sorry for him on account of his dad. And also because she wanted to find out if townies were any good at it. She said it was all a bit sticky, but all right. I don't do kissing. I don't see the point of it. Not if it's sticky. Tips is going to have her kittens any day now. She's all saggy-baggy underneath. Last time she had them on my bed. She's the best cat, and the biggest, in the whole wide world, and I love her, more than anyone or anything. But she keeps having kittens, and I wish she wouldn't, because we can't ever keep them. No one wants them, because everyone's got cats of their own already, and they all have kittens too. It's all because of Tips and her kittens that I had my row with Dad, the biggest row of my life, when he was last home on leave from the army. He did it when I was at school, without even telling me. As soon as they were born, he took all her kittens out and drowned them, just like that. When I found out, I said terrible things to him, like I would never, ever speak to him again, and how I hoped the Germans would kill him. I was horrible to him. I never made it up with him either. I wrote him a letter saying I was sorry, but he hasn't replied, and I wish he would. He probably hates me now, and I wouldn't blame him. If anything happened to him, I couldn't bear it, not after what I said. Mum keeps telling me I shouldn't let my tongue do my thinking for me. I'm not quite sure what that means, but she'd just come in to say good night and blow out my lamp. She says I spend too much time writing my diary. She thinks I can't write in the dark, but I can. My writing may look a bit wonky in the morning, but I don't care. And here's the proof. And that's the end of this chapter. See you next time.